And everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here goes. So the question I'd like to pose to you, my dear colleagues of mine, is why? And also the questions of how, what, who, and what the fuck, man? Tell me something, okay? Why is it that when the sun goes away, the darkness comes out to play? And protection is gone from our lives. And this lovely school we call an institute of higher learning. So you tell me, on April 11th, 1997, why did they have to get their asses beat down by a bunch of punks who were upheld in the highest regard, as normal, as good people, as Americans? And who is this they I speak of? Well, I'll tell you. Here were some Asian students, and I would like to emphasize students, went to this school and weren't thinking, hey, let me get breakfast and a hate crime tonight. All they wanted was some food, some pancakes, some eggs and bacon, some breakfast. And they were denied seating. You would think I'd be speaking for blacks and Latinos, right? But these are Asians, man. You know, model minority and all that stuff. You wouldn't think they'd get beat up. Not them. Not the exception. Not the golden rule of colorful rainbows. Oh no, they must have started it or something. Said something. Provoked you. Did some kung fu or some shit. Oh yeah, that's probably what happened. So tell me something. Ask the guy a concussion later why he deserved it, if he deserved it. Ask the other guy with pepper spray in his face if he didn't try to help his friend. If the security guard stood there and watched. Ask the girlfriend of the guy on the floor who tried to do something about her baby, nearly getting killed all for his face. He looks Asian, so he must be Asian. And that is enough to hate someone. Ask the Syracuse cops what they did, when they didn't even take a picture of the lacerations on her neck and arms and the blood on his face. Here's a better question. Why don't you ask the good old District Attorney Fitzpatrick why he called them Orientals in a drunken brawl? Why did these men of the city of Syracuse community, who didn't work at the restaurant, mind you, just decided to eat there, get to go back into Denny's and finish their meal, while these students were outside, left to bleed and left to find help alone, while the perpetrator who got away with giving our Asian student a concussion killed another man by beating the shit out of him, only to leave his body cold in his own car, to have this man's father find his son in the car dead. Tell me something. Where was this school when these students asked for help? Where were these students when they had been hurt in every which way at a restaurant called Denny's? Why is it that the media had a field day with this event? Playing on every word and every measure, taking everything in and out of context, like a sex dream gone dark, and death just standing there, laughing. One more punch close to death. Death waiting for another hate crime death. Another hate crime death. Did the student have to die for it to be called a hate crime at all? Or was it just because they were Asian? And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, as the media probably didn't want to mention, but said it anyway to get their readers going, the one white student in the group who also got beaten up just because he picked Asians for friends. I forgot to mention the African-American football players and that one African-American girl who saw what was going on, when no one bothered to stop what was going on, who picked these men off of the Asian student / bloody pulp on the pavement. Justice could have put away these men, these disgusting excuses for human beings, but justice is blind lest we forget, a blind woman only to be led by old white men who come from a much different time, and will not change because of their age, and neither will the Supreme Court laws. Can we ask ourselves why? And what the fuck, man? If it's a black man, no problem, hate crime. If it's a Latino, no problem, hate crime. If it's a Native American, no problem, extermination of tribes. If it's a woman, no problem, rape. If it's a white man, no problem, we don't give a shit. It's just the normal day-to-day life, or is it? These Asians wanted protection. These Asian students wanted to feel somewhat safe from a school and its ideals. But they weren't on campus. They were beneath the sacred hill. They were off this holy ground. And all they wanted was some breakfast. his story up well and portrayed all kinds of stories. Justice could only do so much and allow that man to kill another just as quickly as he was let go. The second highest court could do nothing. No evidence presented, no pictures, nothing from Denny's. It all disappeared as quickly as the sun when darkness comes. Where is your hope for justice now, fools, who thought they could get what they wanted from the system? Where is your hope now? It is 5, 10 years later, and each time they want you to know, as you go to that ground where that Asian man almost died, to really call it a hate crime. And those students were helpless, despair nearly catching them all. But they have friends. They have their peoples to back them up. So tell me why. Why can't we talk about this? Why is this forgotten so quickly as the Hill TV of 2 years ago? So suddenly as our own ideas and beliefs disappear because we have to conform and fall in line? We're sorry this happened to you. We have to let it go. But it didn't happen to me. It's not my problem. It's their problem. I'm not to blame. Death will continue to laugh and collect the payment of the dead on the pavement. Death sees no races or creeds, just human beings dying of no natural deaths. Tell me why you think it's only your problem when your life is threatened. Tell me why you preach equality and diversity when it's just an idealistic illusion. Open your eyes. Tell me what you really see, and I'll tell you I feel their pain. I can't bear to see anyone else in pain, any more death due to hatred or war due to the personal desires of those in power. Every time that day is played over, I see hate and death in that man's eyes as he and his companions beat the crap out of the students, all because they were Asian, all because I want justice, I want peace, but life ain't so easy for this to be. So I say fight and I say tell the truth because the Denny's incident lives in me and you. Damn you, Denny's, damn you to hell. I'ma just go to IHOP then. Thank you.